Welcome to fourth video on Saarc, and in this video we will discuss Saarc summits. Saarc summits. Basically, Saarc summit is the supreme policy making organs that meets once in a year, and it is also known as the meeting of the heads of the states or heads of the government. So Saarc summit is the highest organization in Saarc, and Saarc stands for South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, in which we have countries like India, Pakistan, Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives, and Afghanistan. So this is the highest organ of Saarc, and head of the states or the governments take parts in it. And in case of any member country expressing its inability to take part, then it is postponed. So keep in mind this: if any of the country shows its inability मतलब कि वो एबल नहीं होगा उस मीटिंग में, सार्क समिट में पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए, देन इट इज़ पोस्टपोन. ये पोस्टपोन कर दिया जाता है. तो इसको अब डिटेल में डिस्कस करते हैं. सो फॉर कितने सार्क समिट्स हो गए हैं और कुछ पॉइंट्स पे चर्चा भी करेंगे इसमें. राइट, लेट्स मूव. ये सार्क का लोगो है, इसके बारे में मैंने वीडियो में बताया है क्या क्या स्टैंड करता है किस चीज़ के लिए. देन इट इज़ अबाउट मी and list of the Saarc summits. In this list, we see that up to 18 Saarc summits, place and dates have been mentioned. But 19th Saarc summit, and that was supposed to be held in Pakistan, was never held because of India's inability. India expressed its inability to take part in it. So the meeting was postponed, and so far no meeting has taken place of Saarc summits. So let us discuss it one by one. Saarc Summit 1. This is one. It was held in Dhaka, that is capital, यानी कि राजधानी, capital of Bangladesh, 8 December 1985. And main issue discussed were the problems related to agriculture, mutual cooperation, goodwill and commitment, and commitment was made to uphold the principle and aims of Saarc. So it was one of the successful meeting, we can say. Then second summit was held. We can see it, second summit. Second summit is Bangalore, India, 1986. And it was November. It was in November, right? 1986, and main points were discussed were: provision was made to establish Saarc Secretariat in Kathmandu, capital of Nepal. Effort will be made to promote cooperation in non-political areas among these countries, among the Saarc countries, and the mutual issues shall be solved through mutual dialogue. And cooperative effort will be made to combat terrorism. So great discussion about the matter. Then we have third meeting and third Saarc summit. It was held at Kathmandu, right, 1987. Every year it was held, and main problem were how to put emphasis on solving terrorism problem, mutual cooperation, and problem of scarcity of food in the region were discussed. Then we have fourth, it was held in Pakistan, Islamabad, here, Pakistan, Islamabad, and main things discussed, it was held in 1988 December, mutual cooperation, right, and attack on Maldives was strongly condemned. Decision was taken to combat terrorism, and 1980 was declared as Girl Child Year. Then we have fifth Saarc summit. It was held in Maldives, Malé, the capital of Maldives, in 1990, and following resolution were passed. And fifth one, that Iraq should withdraw from Kuwait. It was Iraq had actually attacked Kuwait and captured it, so it was passed. International help for Saarc countries, right? And ban should be put on nuclear explosions. And Saarc fund should be established. So these main decisions were taken in fifth Saarc summit. Now, if we talk about the sixth one, it was held in Colombo. The sixth. This is sixth, right? Colombo, Sri Lanka, 1991 in December, and mutual promotion of the trade was discussed. Policy of disarmament was appreciated, and human rights protection was also considered, and mutual cooperation encouraged to combat terrorism was discussed in sixth one. Moving to the seventh one, it was held in Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, and main issues discussed were promote trade among South Asian states, then emphasis on mutual cooperation to stop terrorism. Decision was taken to plan integrated program for action, eradicate poverty, development of women, children, and technical progress. Then eighth summit was again held in New Delhi, and enforce South Asian preferential trade agreement, SAPTA. Decision was taken for SAPTA. And then year of poverty eradication was declared 1995, right? So in 1996 was declared the Saarc literacy year. So these were the main things discussed. The ninth summit was held in Malé, the capital of Maldives, right? And basically it is in Kurkamba Island. So main things discussed was a free trade zone area, poverty alleviation, and collective effort on to contain terrorism. It was 9th. 10th summit was held again at Colombo, capital of Sri Lanka, right? 10th one. Sorry, this is 10th one. Okay. 10th one, Colombo. And CTBT should be fair and without discrimination. This was discussed there. And then proper arrangements should be made to control negative influences of liberalism and removal of poverty from South Asia. The issue of illegal trade of women and children were discussed in this program, right? Then 11th Saarc summit was held at Kathmandu, Nepal, and Kathmandu declaration was adopted, right? It was of 56 pages. Urgent conclusion of comprehensive convention on combating international terrorism and securing international cooperation, and also some discussion was held on UN Charter, international law, and relevant conventions. Right. Then 12th summit was held in Islamabad in 2004, 6 January. It was 4 to 6 January, right? Okay. And 13th summit was held in Dhaka, capital of Bangladesh, and main points discussed were avoidance of double taxation on customs, setting of Saarc arbitration council, and liberalizing visa regime to facilitate free travel among people, including media person. Then 14th summit was held in India in 2007, right? And main issues discussed were terrorism, agreement was expressed on check on smuggling and narcotic. Then it was discussed on SAPTA was discussed in it, and South Asian University will be set up. These things were discussed. 15th summit was held in Colombo again, right? And again, terrorism, fight against terrorism was discussed. Concern was expressed on rising oil prices, and it was called for uniformly applicable low tariff for international direct dial calls within South Asia. Right, and some countries, Australia and Myanmar, were given observer status in Saarc. 16th summit was held in Thimphu, Bhutan, right, and here also the Thimphu silver. This summit ended on 29th April 2010 with the issuing of 7-page Thimphu Silver Jubilee Declaration towards a green and happy South Asia. Then 17th, right? Thimphu. 16th was 17th. 17th was again in Maldives. Was held at Adu. It is in Maldives, and again main discussions were free trade area, SAFTA, South Asian Free, and then discussion was regional railway agreement, encourage cooperation. And 18th summit was held in Kathmandu, in which highlights of the Kathmandu declaration were regional cooperation, South Asian Economic Union, SAFTA, and trade facilitation, and strengthen of Saarc Development Fund, and to promote connectivity, energy, poverty alleviation, combat terrorism, increase agriculture productivity, and so on. 19th summit was never held. It was postponed, right, due to inability expressed by India to attend this. So we see that main points were elevation of poverty in all these summits, fighting terrorism, cooperation, making free trade area, elevation of or removal of poverty. So we see that these things were continuously discussed, but there was not much fruitful result. So these were all summits. We will further discuss its importance and how it failed in further videos. Thank you. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.